Logan,
Definitely.
give me free time, please.
No. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the SleepyCatFilms Official Podcast. I'm Logan Murray.
My name is Wimberly.
And welcome to a episode that I've been looking forward to my entire week. I very much look forward to this at the end of all of my weeks. Today we have a very special guest. You may have seen her in episode 4 of the original version of this podcast. You may know her as Raven, or Rose Wilson, or any of the million characters she plays. Welcome back to the show, Roax Roman.
Technically, any of the kind of like rebellious characters, you should say.
I did sense a theme.
Which kind of fits. But
Yes.
hi,
We're very
I'm
happy to
Roax.
have you.
But I'm trying to remember my roles. Editor, voice actor, obviously, and several other things I just can't remember. I have too many roles. Logan,
Definitely
give me free time, please.
No.
I'm definitely excited to get into this episode.
Yeah. So I guess without further ado, let's get this yarn ball rolling.
Yeah.
More like.
So a little bit before in the intro, you were talking about all of your roles. Do you want to give yourself a little introduction? You know, where you've been, where you live, what you're doing in life?
Currently, I am playing an orchestra. I played bass for about 5 years, and then this year is my first time playing cello. I'm more into art now. I'm trying to start up a comic, hopefully. Once I got the story situated, at least. But I got all my character designs done, so that's all. All my past books, I kind of gave up on.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, usually. Besides that, I tend to just rewatch horror movies like Saw, the entire Saw franchise. I will rewatch over and over again, as well as Final Destination, which someone convinced me to get into that. Now I'm obsessed with it. Supernatural is another thing, which I'm upset over the fact that it's gained off Netflix.
I know, it's such a shame. Streaming services were supposed to be the end-all be-all, but now they're just deleting all of our favorite, series. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. Wait, no, it's not only that. They're also canceling shows.
Yeah.
Chaos.
We're just wiping them off the face. I know.
Firefly.
Well, that wasn't a streaming service. That was cable, but yeah.
I wasn't even alive at that time, but still. Anyways, currently I'm in Georgia. I was actually born here, and then I moved around. I'm mostly from like the southern areas, like Louisiana. I was raised there for a bit, like 6 years. And then technically Texas is considered the South as well. It's like half and half.
I count it as the South.
Exactly. I count it as the deep South. I never knew that Georgia was the South. I'm like,
yeah,
no, that's the eastern South. I'm from the deep South. But yeah, so currently I'm back in Georgia now.
Lovely. Well, I'm definitely glad you're back around. We love a Georgian. I mean, I moved from Texas to Oklahoma to Georgia, so I'm right there with you.
Wow.
And I've lived in Georgia my entire life, so...
Yeah, Logan.
I think you win.
Imagine you didn't get to move around. No, I think we win, because we got to move around.
Exactly,
we got to see the world.
I'm very jealous. Georgia is nothing to scream about.
I disagree, but here we are.
Atlanta maybe, but Atlanta isn't Georgia, in my opinion.
It is a very different atmosphere.
Maybe Augusta. Augusta has the Masters and stuff, so. Which it sucks around that time of year when you're trying to get anywhere but the Masters.
So I know you were
Anyways.
talking about your comic. Is that kind of what you're writing for now? You said you were a writer. What has that journey been like?
Let's see. I started out in 7th grade. It was like a project that we were supposed to do. It was like a not one page. It was 5-page essay on a storyline that we were supposed to create. And I'm like, I might as well make this a book. I don't care. I never turned it in, by the way.
Also, how it goes.
Yeah, it was a short horror novel that was supposed to be
Ooh.
for a creature feature, featuring some campers who were prompted to go on a fun little hiking adventure and just had creature. And then I created a whole backstory for that creature. She was a science experiment.
Oh, there's tension there.
But yeah, I actually kind of scrapped that and kept one of the characters. His name was Kyle. He's after I kept him because he's kind of like the baseline for my new character Solomon. He wasn't originally a main character. He was just there. He was originally gonna die. He was actually gonna be this first one killed off.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Spoilers to a book that's never gonna exist.
Fair.
Might as well
You
spoil
don't
it.
know. Things change. Minds
Yeah.
are influenced.
Right. But
Exactly.
what
That's
I
why.
created
That's
from
why I
that-
haven't spoiled anything about Arkham Year One, because while it's probably never gonna get made, it might one day, eventually.
Doesn't hurt to keep it in the vault, you know?
Yeah. So we were talking about Georgia. We were talking about the comic.
Sad.
I guess tell the people how you were introduced to Sleepy Cat Films. How you got work and got into that.
They might be glitched.
I want to take a picture because it just looks like. Okay,
Oh, there
okay,
we
you're
go.
back. There you go.
You
It's
good?
like, what just happened?
You were frozen. Did you want to continue talking about writing before we move on to Sleepy Cat Films? lore?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's only a little bit. There's only a little bit more. But
Yeah.
what I did with Kyle thing is that since I'm a writer and I was originally writing a horror novel, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna turn this character into a horror author.
Oh, that's
And
very
I kind of
interesting.
traumatized him a little too much.
The job of a writer, I would say.
I was gonna
The job
say,
of
we
an
give
artist
all
in
of our
general,
favorite
you know.
OCs the worst trauma. We love to torture those little fucks.
Facts.
Entire escort right here.
Uh,
His mother.
Huh?
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah, so again, talking about writing, talking about
Mhm.
art, coming to Sleepy Cat Films, because you've been here longer than most people. Tell the people how you kind of got introduced to Sleepy Cat Films, how you ended up coming in. I know that it's a really funny story that we've touched on before, but
It's
yeah.
very, very funny story. Let's see. I was on a phone call with Logan once because we hadn't called in like a while, and we were playing Roblox. We were just playing random games. I forgot one of the games that we played. It was one of them was a 2-player obby.
Yeah, the 2-player obby,
And
I think the 2-player obby was some it was a terrible fucking brain rot game where you were
no, that's
guessing
not
the
the 2-player
brain
obby.
rot.
That's like we were just randomly playing the 2-player obby like after we played the guess the brain rot thing. We were obsessed with that game for some reason.
Yeah, and then we also played that Alien Tycoon game.
I love a tycoon.
I remember that. But during the 2-player obby is when you started talking about the Sleepy Cat Films thing. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then you had asked me to, I think, try out for Raven, because you were thinking about recasting her. So I did. I didn't know what to do. I just spoke.
I mean, yeah.
Then I got casted.
Well, okay, so I guess telling that story from my side a little bit,
Hmm.
because it's something I think really unique. Was I was trying to find the right way into Raven's character, and the
Hmm.
original draft of Titans Family Matters was the villain was going to be Trigon. Um,
Yeah.
and since that's changed, it's now Slade. Uh, but originally it was going to be Trigon, and I was trying to find the right actress who was able to fit and balance kind of being the lead of the show in a way and driving the force. I mean, originally we had a whole episode that took place in her mind,
Hmm.
where she was talking to other versions of herself, and we talked a lot about, whether Roax was going to voice all the versions of herself, whether we were going to bring in some other voice actresses.
I do not remember that. I don't
You don't
remember us
remember that?
writing the episode.
You don't remember that? You don't remember that episode though?
I don't remember writing it or like with you guys, like it existing. I know about talking about it. That's all I remember.
I think if we reread the episode, you would remember because we've read over it a few times. Do you remember the gate that Trigon tried to break through?
Was it like near the end?
Or like, yeah. It's
Okay, kind
the
of.
episode right before the finale. Yeah.
Okay. I
But
kind of remember it, kind of.
we were talking a lot about like the character of Raven, and I was trying to think of how to approach her character, and
Hmm.
I was like, when it comes to her voice and how she sounds, I want her to sound like a hybrid between the original series version, Tara Strong, great voice
Hmm.
actress. What
And
does
then
that
the
sound like? And then
2003 one, right?
let's throw into that. I can't think of the name of the actress, but the voice in the DC animated movie universe, where she's a little bit. I think they're both teenagers, so kind of taking both of those and then maturing it up just a little bit,
Hmm.
and finding that perfect balance. And I wasn't finding a lot of people who were interested in auditioning. Um, and I had known Roax for probably just a few weeks, I think.
Yeah, I think like 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I was like,
That's
hey,
how he gets you.
seriously. And then I was like,
Quite a
and
lot of
then,
our actors we've known for like a few
yeah,
days, maybe, or at least the ones that we had in the start.
Yeah.
yeah. Um, but I was like, let's come onto a call real quick. It'll just be me and you. I'm not even going to record it, but I'm just curious to hear how you sound with this script. And I sent you the script, and I think we read over. There's a scene in the original version of the pilot between Raven and Beast Boy,
Hmm.
and you get an idea of mentally where she is. You also get an idea of their relationship dynamic because they've been together for a long time.
Hmm.
And putting that all together, it becomes. I was like, okay, let's read this. And we read it, and I was like, holy shit, this is what I wanted for the character, because we originally were working with a different actress, who, for some behind the scenes reasons, ended up no longer a part of the project.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Actually, I played both of her characters.
yes,
Technically,
yeah,
all three. I know I played three of them because you offered one of the other ones, and then I ended up getting
I don't.
Blackfire.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
How did I
Yeah.
end up auditioning for Rose though? I do not remember that at
I
all.
think so. I think with Rose, the place that came into from was, there's obviously with Raven, I had you audition, and I was like, cool, but
Hmm.
I think I just had you like read over and cover for the character one day, because
That's what you did for
Um,
Linda too.
yeah, I think for both of them. Because when it came to Rose, what I
And that's what you
remember
also did for Blackfire.
I'm sensing a theme.
Yeah, Logan. What's my next character that I'm gonna read over?
I don't know, join a comic dub and maybe you'll end up like Kyla, who got the part of Catwoman that way. But no. I think it just ended up from that to the voice that I said I wanted for Rose was basically just Rogue from X-Men the animated series.
97. Yeah.
And X-Men 97. And I was like, I know you're from Texas. Basically, just give me that southern draw and throw a little bit of like,
a little bit of spice,
showmanship into it, kind of. And
More Louisiana. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Roax took it, and I was like, yes, exactly. And then I gave a few notes, and we ended up getting to a point where I was comfortable with the voice enough at the time that I was like, you got the part. It's been a little bit of time since we've read over, so it's going to be interesting, I think, going back into Titans after we finish recording for Grayson. I think it's going to be really interesting.
The good thing with the whole the how I have to use like a southern accent with that with Rose is I naturally go into that sometimes, so I can't control that. So already my voice is going to be prepared for that. My only thing is I got to prepare like my tone for that.
Yeah,
I get that.
I just gonna make myself look sick.
But yeah, from what I remember, it was a lot of that. And then as more scripts were written, more drafts were done, it kind of evolved. And my relationship with Roax kind of evolved, and she ended up becoming higher in the company because of how much time we had been spending together with writing scripts and altering scripts and reading over.
Most of the time, by the way.
That's true. We fun fact
I gave
about
ideas though.
Fun fact about early SleepyCat. Fun fact about early SleepyCat films. We used to have a schedule where we would hop on a call at 8 p.m. and work until 5 in the morning.
Oh.
I didn't do any writing. I just recommended stuff and told them what to edit.
And slept.
Slept.
You know what? That's better than what I was what I was expecting.
Oh, and
that's wild.
You know SleepyCatFilms? Sleepy?
Yeah. That's clever.
We should name the mascot Sleepy.
Now.
And
that would be so cute.
And Rescue Bots. We watched a lot of Rescue Bots. We watched like 40 episodes of Rescue Bots.
So I know, Roax, you were talking about with that Louisiana Southern accent and having to manage that tone. I think when we were talking about a little bit beforehand, you were saying that you're a bit of a vocal coach. Can you expand on that? How has that experience been?
Moreover, I help out, like, figure out, like, tone and tell people, like, okay, maybe try to go a little bit more of a depressing tone or something. Something like that.
Yeah.
Or tone it down a little bit and stuff like that. But I don't have to do that as much, especially because we have amazing voice actors that they automatically can figure out the tone. Usually when we have someone who is newer, I would help out though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. So are you included in that audition process? Sorry.
Yes. Most of the time, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
I remember
very much... Go ahead.
I remember when I had to help Logan figure out the voice for Jason Todd. Remember?
I do
remember
that,
to make it not too similar. I forgot to Roy, because we were trying to differentiate the two. But definitely what we did afterwards for Jason's voice is a lot better.
Yeah. I think also we were talking about that in the first episode of the podcast, where we played Two Truths and a Lie, and I said I had 3 characters, and I said technically at the beginning I had 3 characters, but now I only have 2. And it really came down to the fact that they were so similar. Because I was reading for Roy, he's kind of here. He's my voice, but a little bit deeper. With Jason, he's very similar, but he has a bit of an accent.
And also rugged tone.
Exactly, yeah. And since that's kind of evolved to be a little bit more up here, because he's a kid, but, like, it's still, around there. And it's actually really sad to me. We found a voice actor who was just really, really great, and had to leave the production. But he was going to be the voice for Red X.
Yeah.
And was going to be the voice for. Wow, this is news to Roax, apparently.
I don't remember who the person was, but what? My brother's gone?
You have met him.
My brother's gone?
Spoilers.
Rest in pieces.
Wow, okay.
Spoilers?
Spoilers how? That's my brother. Red X is my brother. Why did he leave? He left me here all alone to deal with sleep.
That's a spoiler.
You're
I
making
didn't even mean it like that, but what? Here we are. But
no,
here we are.
that's a spoiler. That's supposed to be a twist.
That's actually what happens.
Yeah,
I wasn't even. I don't know anything.
I
You
didn't
didn't
know that.
you didn't
How
have to
did it
say
spoil it?
anything.
I
You
didn't
could have
know
just shut your mouth. You could have just moved on.
Yeah, Logan.
This is your fault, actually.
it is. It is my fault. Yes.
Bro.
For those of you who are going to remember when we release Titans in December of 2027, the
Stop
brother
talking about it.
The brother of one of Rox's million characters is Red X. We're not gonna say which one though.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Oh, that. Got it.
Secrets.
That's
Secrets.
what it was. Okay.
Oh,
I just realized I'm gonna be 19 by the time the Teen Titans DC that what?
You got it. I believe.
I'm
Let's
gonna
go,
be
vocal
19.
coach.
I'm gonna be 19 by the time that Titans comes out. I'm gonna cry. Logan, why are you doing this to me? We're both gonna be 19.
Time
Your
flies.
birthday's shortly after mine.
Yeah.
Ooh, get him.
Yeah, we are 18 days apart. I know.
Wow.
Less. We
My
are.
birthday's still cooler. My birthday's still cooler.
No, I think we're only 16 days apart.
Wild.
My birthday's still cooler.
I met someone in like high school, I think, and we were 12 hours apart. It was wild.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I was born on.
What? It was only an hour apart.
Oh wow, I think you're winning.
Different states though, so also time difference.
Do you calculate the time zone? Does a time zone count?
I usually do. Yes, it does. Well, usually, yes, it does count. The because minus time. But yada yada yada. So they were technically born at 8:31. I was born at 10:31. But in here, like Eastern time zone, it would be 9:31 for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That
is so odd.
So I guess staying on topic but getting away from spoilery territory.
That was your doing.
So without getting too much into detail when it comes to backstories and stuff like that and stuff that we've talked about, when you're getting into the shoes of these characters, Linda,
Bro!
Rose, Raven, all of them are very different. How do you balance them? And do you find any similarities or maybe even differences that hinder maybe being able to record all in the same day?
Let's see. Raven, I mentioned how I just generally just try to make myself feel sick. Rose, Rose on the other hand, I would say, what do I do? Exist. All I do is exist. I just voice her, that's it. I just read the lines.
Valid.
Is she very similar to your tone of voice?
Yes, absolutely.
Mm.
Just more eccentric on the southern accent.
Right.
Linda, I think of professional tone. I try to slow myself down when she speaks. Kat has actually been helping me out with that. Especially because she has such long paragraphs of lines.
Well, she's a news reporter. She's doing her job. She's doing her job.
But I read it so fast. But for Blackfire, I think of like diva. Just diva.
Yeah,
Classy, flirty diva in a slightly lower tone.
It's something that we have to kind of touch base on again, when it comes back to her. But I think we need to work a little bit on accent training.
Yes.
Because with Kyla being English from the UK and being our Starfire, I'd like to have a reflection of that in Blackfire a little bit, which is something that we didn't have in the original version. And it's actually really funny. I've been watching. We've talked about this a little bit, Bri. I've been watching Love Boss and Hazbin Hotel. And
Yes.
I think I can't think of her name. Not Vox, not Vox, not Valentino, the other V.
Velvet.
Yeah. That's the
Velvet.
voice. That's the voice that I heard it and I was like, holy shit, that's Blackfire.
Oh wow.
I've never heard Velvet's voice, so
I've very
never
interesting.
seen anything
She's British.
past the original pilot.
That's fair. Velvet isn't featured in that. Velvet shows up in, I want to say, the second or third episode of season 1.
In that,
yeah, she has a moment that's just like so Blackfire though. Which editor pull up the scene that I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure it's she says something like I'm hashtag that bitch or something like that.
But I'm that hashtag bitch and I will do
and that's so Blackfire.
Yeah. Definitely.
So yeah, but sorry, you were saying.
That's good. But for Zatanna, on the other hand, I don't know what I think for her. Because I never really figured out, like, what her voice is. All I know is that I have the role of her.
The hard thing, when it comes to Zatanna, I think, for us, is we haven't had a lot of time with her. We're working on a show right now that involves her heavily. I'm not writing it.
Wait. Speaking of Zatanna, actually, my friend, she's, they're writing a little, like, they're just writing stuff for Zatanna. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. But they're writing it's the Act 2 soon. It's called The Magician's Rogue. Definitely check that out. I will send that to you, Logan.
I'll put it in the link in the cards below.
They are absolutely amazing. I love their writing. But yeah.
That sounds really interesting.
You were talking about like understanding the voices of Roax and interpreting them.
Yes.
And I guess, touching finally on that final question with, the hindrance. What has stopped you from maybe being able to do multiple characters in the same recording session?
Not very much does trying to prevent me from it. Just more of it depends on how far apart their lines are. If they're having a conversation with themselves, then I definitely have to take multiple takes for that, especially because, well, I have to get in character for that voice as well. It also depends
Yeah.
on how the other character is feeling, like what's going on, what's the weight bearing on them. It's like so
Right.
many factors to take in when it comes to back-to-back conversation.
Yeah.
And then
in
if I
those
get
situations,
like 3 characters, I give up.
that sounds pretty intense.
Yeah, but I'm sure that'll never happen, right?
I'm trying to work on getting stand-ins for everybody, so if they have multiple characters, they
Okay.
can play off.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if you prefer to read through one person's lines in one take and then a second take with the other part of the conversation, or do you try to flip in between?
I could do that.
It's
Mhm.
really
I mean,
tough.
I could do that.
It's really tough, our format. Recording is very different than rehearsing. When it comes to
Yeah.
rehearsals, we typically do a table read with everybody who is in that episode or in X amount of episodes. I remember the first time we had a read through of all of the episodes of Titans. That was one of the funnest experiences I've ever had.
That was hell.
It was, but it was like, the best way to explain it is, it was like a game of D&D to me, right? Where it like,
Wait. I say that, but during calls where we were in the middle of like editing stuff, I'm still rereading it and I'm going over it just for fun. And I'm reading
Yeah.
everyone's lines. I'm full on reading Dick Grayson's lines. I'm reading Beast Boys to the best of my ability. That's where I started the whole thing. Like, I could totally be your female Dick Grayson.
That would be really interesting to see.
To be fair, for those who don't know, who are listening, as well as Bri, I don't think you know this. Roax is dating our Nightwing. So
Oh, he did say that right. I only remember the Wally thing, okay? I don't know why that only registered in my brain.
yeah, it's
Wow.
not like it's his main role where he's the lead in an entire
It's
show.
not like where the role that he originally first was having.
It's not any of that. But yeah, I know we talked a little bit about all of your roles, and being on the voice actor side and also someone who is in auditions as a casting director, do you think that kind of perspective of both sides influences the way you look at auditioning, or how what casting directors are looking for in you when you audition?
I usually ask Logan what exactly he's looking for, and then I also pay attention to how their personality as well reflects. Given we have a very friendly, I should say, just staff in general. Everyone gets along really well. Some people aren't very talkative, but even when they do talk, they're very, very nice. We all get along well. But usually that's not really an issue in general. So, but as for the recordings, I try to listen for what I would believe for the actor would sound like, the character would sound like, as well as what Logan is looking for.
Yeah.
And see if we agree on the same level.
Finding that vision and see what connects the both of you to that vision. I get that. So that's your side as a casting director. How do you feel while you're in an audition? Do you think that experience as a casting director influences you when you're auditioning?
I have never been in a official audition, given that this is my first ever project. I've never done voice acting before until I met Logan. And I've never tried to audition for any other projects because I don't want to have to balance all those as well as this.
That's
So,
very fair. I think trying to make sure that everything is clean and situated and you're not like
but
crossing wires is
if
really important.
but if I were to audition, I would try to not only like try my best at like showing like just about my range with voices, but
Yeah.
also my personality, so they can know if I'm good enough to get along well with their other members.
That makes sense. Gotcha, thank you.
So I don't believe I have any more questions. Bri, if you have any more that you'd like to expand on before we get into the fan questions.
I think that's it for now. I'm ready to jump on into that.
All right. So these are all from our Discord server. Which for those who are listening, you can join our Discord server at the $5 tier on patreon.com/sleepycatfilms. Getting right into the questions. Getting right into the questions from Raf. Any thoughts on the Netflix inquiry of Warner Brothers? So, for whoever wants to answer that, I have my own thoughts on.
I'm so confused.
So,
yeah, I definitely got that email and I was nervous. Quite frankly.
What?
So
yeah.
Basically, this past week, at the time of recording, which it's December 7th, Netflix has just bought Warner Brothers for $82.7 billion, which means that they own rights to Lord of the Rings, they own rights to Euphoria, of course, DC Studios, Game of Thrones, everything. Netflix basically just bought one of the biggest, if not the biggest, film production company of all time. My thoughts are very 50-50. I am worried that they are going to become very streamer-based. I think the best thing that's going to come out of on the streamer side of this is a possible fusion of HBO Max and Netflix. Because I'm a big, again, everybody knows how big of a DC fan I am at this point. I don't.
You got me into DC.
Just a touch.
I don't pay for HBO Max anymore, so I don't have access to Justice League, Batman the Animated Series anymore, in the same capacity. I have one like DVD box set, but yeah, I get more access on Netflix.
Right.
So it's just, that's the good side of it. The side I'm worried about is when it comes to how it's going to affect the theater industry. Because with it being more streaming focused and taking films out of theaters quicker, what does that mean for the people who work at movie theaters? What does that mean for the royalties that actors, directors, writers, cinematographers, gaffers, etc. are receiving from their projects? So,
especially on that, speaking of theaters, I think we've just recently hit a stride again of people going back to the movies.
absolutely.
I mean, people are loving the revival of really unique popcorn buckets and soda cans, and I think it's just so nerve-wracking. Huh?
I need that FNAF popcorn bucket.
What if I told you I have it?
There?
Do you want me to go get it? I can go get it. It's so cute.
Yes.
Go ahead, go get it.
The only thing I'm gonna ever go to the theater for is to watch the Saw 11 movie.
Oh, that
when it finally comes out.
While
I'll be right back.
While Bri goes to get the FNAF 2 popcorn bucket, a word from today's sponsor.
make
And
a
we're back.
Saw film?
And we're back. All right.
When do you see
Whoa, whoa,
this?
whoa.
Bro!
Look at him. Look at him. I went to see Wicked on Friday, Wicked 2, and
You know what I would do with that?
what's that?
Put a bunch of monster cans in there.
Ooh, that's a great idea. It is big enough for it.
Which
Because I have a giant collection.
by the way, those who are listening, who are interested, because I just thought about it and it would be a great little podcast episode. If you are interested in seeing me and Bri react to on the Sleepy Cat Reacts channel, react to a ton of the Wizard of Oz movies and then rank them on the podcast.
Ooh.
You're doing that
You
with
can-
me included. You're doing that with me included. I don't care.
You can go ahead and vote for that. Oh yeah, and if you'd like to see the return of Roax, of course, you can go vote for that on patreon.com/sleepycatfilms.
That sounds like a blast.
Here, hey, I'll even do a feature of me playing once.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's
Hello.
here.
I'll even do a feature of me doing somewhere over the rainbow
Ooh.
on cello.
That sounds
Alright, hold on.
lovely.
But that's my opinion, is as far as the theater industry, I'm nervous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as far as the side of streamer availability, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
And then backtracking to both of those, of course, there is the fear of what that means for DC Studios. Because that's, my primary love. And you guys can touch on maybe your favorite parts, Warner Brothers properties, stuff like that. But I'm worried about what that means for James Gunn, who I think has done so much for the DC brand just in the past year with Superman. And
He's the one who directed all that. I forgot.
yeah, though he did say recently, whether that's going to change or not, I don't know. But he did say recently that the plans for the DC universe have not changed.
Okay.
So yeah, if you guys want to touch on that before we move to the next one.
Yeah.
So I never
Roax,
knew
now
about
you
that,
know. But now that you do know, how does
I'm
it
only
make you
happy
feel?
I could see Cats and Dogs now. I love the Cats and Dogs franchise. I'm just happy I could see that on Netflix.
Cat
now.
Dog.
Cats.
Cat dog. Like raiding cats and dogs? Or like Who Let the Dogs Out?
Cat Dog.
Cat dog.
Cats and Dogs. It's an animated-ish. It's a CGI-ish movie where dogs are spies, and that the cats are like the evil.
Oh.
It's so fun. I love it so
Yeah,
much.
I have no idea what you're talking about. For a second, I thought you were talking about Cat Dog.
My childhood.
Like
I have the CDs for it.
Cat Dog.
Oh.
Cat Dog.
Editor, if you could find a way to, if you could find the movie cover thing, that would help.
Like the
Maybe
poster?
jog
The
memory of some
DVD
people.
cover or the poster, yeah.
Yes, DVD cover. There we go.
See, I thought you were talking about Cat Dog as in, like, did you ever watch the show growing up? I think it's from, like, the 90s. But it's, the front half of the thing is a cat, and the back half is a dog, and they're, like, like, connected. Cat Dog.
No.
They're like yellow for some reason.
Yes,
I watched
yes.
Movie Gloom.
Warner has paved a lot of my childhood. They've done Looney Tunes, and I love Looney Tunes. So I hope that we get to see a little bit
I
more
really
of
do.
that. Who knows if, animation is really being undercut currently. HBO really gutted their animation and wiped a lot of that.
Hashtag bring back Infinity Train! Sorry.
Exactly. And KO, okay, like...
Yeah, okay, KO,
and,
yeah.
They just gutted and disappeared so many shows. So
Yeah.
it makes me nervous of course. I mean, streaming services will just wipe things off of the planet because it's not profitable.
Yeah.
I know
Right.
Beetlejuice, the second one just came out. Who knows? I know there's been multiple iterations of Beetlejuice.
Second Beetlejuice movie?
Yeah. Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Oh,
Who knows if they'll make a third
that's
one?
the second one. Got it.
Yeah.
Got
So
it. Okay.
I'm excited but nervous. And hopefully they'll do us right, but who really knows? It's
Fingers
Netflix.
fingers crossed.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I do have a fan question. Ro, how do you think Sleepy Cat Films
Yeah.
has shaped and changed you since you started? Oh, that is from Lok Mao.
That's Che for those who know who that is.
It's definitely changed a lot in getting me more into DC, for one.
Yeah.
Like my dad was already getting me into DC for a bit, but Logan having me do the show definitely helped. Sorry when my lip rings just fell out. But
Sorry.
it also helped me on writing as well for instance, the comic that I'm thinking I'm gonna make or
Yeah.
write. Who knows when? But
One day.
yeah. Okay.
That's lovely.
Yeah. From Cat's Meow, on Discord, what was your inspiration behind the character you are portraying for Sleepy Cat Films? There's a lot of them, so you can pick one or you can pick a few.
I'm trying to remember the character's name. I forgot my own character's name.
Describe them.
Raven.
Oh, buddy. Friend of mine.
Editor, I need you to put, I need you to zoom in while that was happening, and it's just a brain fart sound effect when it finally does release. Yeah.
No.
Just
Well,
total light bulb
that was
moment.
great.
But
Okay, so Raven.
for Raven, I always loved the 1980s version of her.
Yes.
Her in the 1980s comics.
Yeah.
I was originally gonna think of being her for Halloween, but then I decided, okay, well, I'll just do Zatanna. And then I scrapped that because I only wore that for my concert, and now I'm wearing the what I did wear for Halloween, which is the zombie.
It's very
But her 1980s version is definitely my inspiration for her.
I get that. I mean, Raven really, that's when she was introduced, right, in those
Yeah.
comic runs in the 1980s. I definitely relate to you there. I have cosplayed Raven before, so I love her to bits, For the next, yes.
I was gonna say, I mean, Raven is one of my favorite Titans. Talking about the characters that I play, I mean, of course I love Jason and Gar with
Right.
my heart. But Raven really is one of those characters that I think just is so interesting with her mythology, with Azarath, when it comes to how she casts her magic, and, just her character design. I love Raven, so, yeah, absolutely. Go read the new Teen Titans. That's the run that Roax was talking about. It is a fantastic run, and it's where we got our first introduction to Nightwing as Nightwing.
One of our last fan questions from TJ. What project are you most looking forward to?
Probably the Sirens one. I'm trying to remember the name.
Gotham City Sirens.
Gotham City Sirens, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely that.
I
I've been
am.
hearing a lot of great things about that.
I am really excited. Braylon just finished writing episode 4, and
Ooh.
I all I could say without getting into spoilers is December 2026. You guys have so much to look forward to. It is a wild ride, and yeah, Gotham City Sirens, Braylon Mueller, great writer. Hope to have her on the podcast eventually. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think we should move over to the trivia.
Let's do it.
Logan and I have both prepared a few, but I think we should stick to 2
Okay.
each, if that's okay with you.
I'm good with that.
Perfect. I will go first. So this is a little bit of a trivia question about some of your characters. Who are Raven's parents? Like, what are their names? Easy round.
Trigon. And I don't know her mother.
Oh,
I don't know her mother.
you wanna give it a try? You wanna give it a guess?
No, I genuinely don't know her mother at all. I don't
That's
even know
fair.
what she
So
looks
it's
like.
Trigun
Fair.
and Arela, I think.
Arella.
Arella, excuse me.
I
Yes.
don't think
you're
I'd
good.
ever remember that. Okay.
I know, it's surprisingly niche.
How many shows are going into production during 2026?
2026? 2?
Production as in recording, not pre-production.
2? What?
Sorry, say that again?
2? I don't know. 1?
Can I guess
I'm gonna-
5?
I'm just gonna choose between 2 and 1. If it's actually 5, I'm gonna cry.
That was a crazy freeze frame, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so what's your guess?
Well, that wasn't a freeze frame. That was just me frozen.
Final answer.
3?
Answer, what you saying? Oh.
3?
3?
I guess.
3 is correct.
Hey!
The shows that are going into production next year are Grayson, Gotham City
Mhm.
Sirens, and Titans Family Matters. Wow.
I thought that was coming out
Um,
in 2027.
It comes
Yes,
out in
for
2027,
production.
but it's going into production in
Oh, okay,
2020.
going into production. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. One of my last questions. When was Blackfire first introduced? And as a bonus question, what comic?
I don't know anything about comics.
Well, you were talking about the year earlier. It's not the specific year, but it's pretty close.
1980s. 1980s.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were
Do
also
you want to
talking.
say?
You were also
Go ahead.
talking about the run. To be fair, you were talking about the same
You were, in
run.
fact.
The run that Raven was first introduced as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know
Maybe.
the name of it. I don't know the name of it.
All right. So
Got the year.
you got the year. Blackfire was introduced in August 1982. And the comic book was called The New Teen Titans, Volume 23.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, for my final question, I believe. No,
Mhm.
we have 2 more.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was the first choice for Nightwing and Titans Family Matters?
Not quite Icarus. My bestie. Totally my bestie. One-sided
That
best
is-
friendship.
That is correct.
Jump the Joker.
So how much was that? That was like 2.5 out of 5. Or
Are
wait,
we
no,
counting the year
4.
question?
4. Oh, well then I guess that would make it 3 because, to be fair, she did get Trigon. She didn't get Arella.
She did, in fact. Someone tally this and let us know in the comments.
Senator, everything is your responsibility because you are me.
Huh?
Because I'm you. No, I'm me. I'm me, he says.
Put some effort on the audience, that's fine too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Give us some engagement in the comments. Tell us how many points you think Roax won this round.
How many in your heart of hearts did Ro win? Oh my god. Okay, well, thank you so much for spending this time with us. I'm really glad that we had the time to interview you and I got to show off my popcorn bucket. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, this was a really fun episode, and I am so excited. So before we kind of close out, this is your time. Shout out any social media you want to shout out, projects, maybe that you are working on, maybe that you aren't, maybe a show that you think everybody in the comment section should watch. This time is yours.
First off, show that everyone should watch. I see 2 shows: Supernatural and Firefly. And then make sure you watch the movie included too for Firefly. It's called Serenity. It's amazing. Social media, Instagram, I guess. It'll be down in the description below.
It will.
That's about it.
And as always, I am Logan Murray. You can follow me. And you can follow me at Logan K. Murray on all platforms. You can follow the Sleepy Cat Films at the Sleepy Cat Films on all platforms. Bri.
Alright. My name is Bri Wimberly. You can follow me on TikTok at Sons Ablaze Cosplay, or you can email me at sonsablazeCosplay@gmail.com with periods in between the letters.
And if you are enjoying the show, you can support us on Patreon, YouTube, Spotify, Twitter, Instagram, all over the place. We are, again, everywhere, hosted at the Sleepy Cat Films. Don't forget to stay creative.
The SleepyCatFilms Official Podcast is an L7 Media audio production made in association with SleepyCatFilms and Splatsbox Studios. The show is hosted by Bri Wimberly and me, Logan Murray. The special guest for this episode was
Roax Roman.
Creative director for the SleepyCatFilms Official Podcast is Bri Wimberly. Production coordinator is Kat Jones. Executive producers from Sleepy Cat Films are Logan Murray, Bri Wimberly, and Harold Scott. Executive producers from Splatsbox Studios are Zipporah Williams and Aaron Shepard. Associate producers from L7 Media are Raphael Badar and Roax Roman. This episode was edited by Raphael Badar. Music by Rob Red and Harold Scott. The Sleepy Cat Films Official Podcast is sponsored by the Sleepy Cat Films Patreon page. Go to patreon.com/SleepyCatFilms. Our show is also sponsored by the Sleepy Cat Films official website. Go to sleepycatfilms.my.canva.site. The Sleepy Cat Films Official Podcast is released every Monday at 12 p.m. EST on YouTube and Spotify. If you'd like to support us, like, subscribe, and follow us on all platforms at the Sleepy Cat Films. All links are in the YouTube description and linktree. Link in bio. Thanks, everyone. And I will see you next week.
Bro!